Hey.
How y'all doing?
Say hi, say hi. Whoa. I'm losing you. Hold on. So I guess we gotta wait a couple seconds let people get on. Who's gonna tell us hi?
Big up my coffee.
Go ahead and drink your coffee. I'm gonna tag a few people. Jeez Louise. Who's on? Tell us hi. Hey, hey, how are you, Shelly? Good morning, good morning. Who's on?
Let's get this party going.
Can you smile? You're probably scaring people.
I'm smiling on the inside.
Hello, hello. Say good morning. Here, wear this for me, would you?
Hi, Shell.
Hey, Shell, what's up, sister? I figure we'll get a few people going this morning before we...
Mr.
Oh,
Miller.
look, it's Mr. Miller. Hey, Mr. Miller, what's up? Okay, you men are just gonna have to not mind me while I... Hey, Esty. Not mind me while I put my makeup on. So I'm starting with VFX Pro Primer. I'm gonna start this while we're talking.
What's up, Lauren?
So, hey, Lauren. So, today is our 14th anniversary.
Y'all know how good I am to be putting up with her for that long.
Right? Jeff needs a smoky eye. Oh, I should have done that, Rick. Maybe we'll do that for a Halloween special.
I don't even know what that means, so that scares me that
Can
you
y'all
would.
can y'all even see Jeff's face with all the comments? I don't know what it looks like on y'all's end.
Yeah, you're sideways.
Well, no, I want Jeff, put your makeup on, Daryl said.
It won't help me, Daryl.
So our story is pretty funny, and the reason I figured we would share it this morning is because every person that asks us how we meet goes into fits of giggles, because it's not... Yes, we can. What can we do?
See me.
Oh, you can see Jeff. Okay, good. I'm sorry, I'm squirrely. So our story is pretty funny and pretty different from most. So we thought we'd share it with y'all while I did some makeup today. We're gonna go have lunch, just the two of us, and then I gotta get off here. My boss will know I'm following her on Facebook. Shut up, Rick. So, yeah. So we met in an interesting kind of way. So if y'all know me at all, or if you've known me for a while, you know that I'm a cosmetology educator, just like I am a cosmetologist. And that particular day that we met, I was on the internet. Thank you, Shelly. I was on the internet looking for pictures of toenail funguses because I was, I'm using 03 in Stay Matte, by the way, because I was having to teach a toenail fungus class at school. And back then we taught on flip charts, and maybe they still do, I don't know, I haven't taught in a while, but so I was teaching the toenail funguses class. Hey, Amy. Hey, Sarah. And look, Amy said hey, Amy Davis. And back then it was dial-up internet, and he's losing patience with me right here. Can y'all see he's deep breathing? Back then it was dial-up internet, and so it was slow as molasses. And I had been finding visuals for literally probably 4 or 5 hours. And I was bored to tears, and that was before pop-up blockers. And so I got this pop-up thing on my screen that said, "Take your love match quiz." Now, I know some girls like, y'all excuse me, I'm gonna get close to make sure I'm getting this right. Some girls like me are addicted to quizzes and magazines and such like that, because they're just fun to see what they say, right? So, hey, Lainey. So, thank you Nana, Sarah, Lynn. I call you Lynn. I don't want people to think I'm crazy if I call you Lynn and your name's Sarah. Well, yeah. Whatever. Y'all see how he tolerates me, right? So I took the quiz, and it redirected me to Yahoo Personals, where, ta-da, was my first match. And so, I dropped y'all, sorry. Crap. I'm sorry, hi. Sorry, I lost y'all for a second. So he was my first match on there, and I thought, these people can't be real. I thought, he was cute. I'm like, no, that can't be real. I'm just gonna message him, which is so unlike me. If anybody knows me, I'm so freaked out about internet creepers and such. So I thought, I'm gonna end up messaging this guy, and he's gonna be a creepy dude, right?
So let's set the time stage up. That was back in 2004.
Right.
So I would have been 22. Is that right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
no, you weren't. Were
Yeah.
you?
I don't know, something like that.
No.
I can't count. No, 28. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that was way too young. I don't think I would have liked you at 22 from hearing stories about you.
And the picture I had on my profile was of me and my brother, Jonathan,
Yes.
when we were spending Christmas vacation with his mom.
Yes, Rick, he's sexy, if you must say.
We were spending Christmas vacation with my brother's mom up in Breckenridge, Colorado. So picture of the snowy hills behind us and all.
Right.
So I think she was more attracted to the background than she was me.
It's not. Anyway, so I messaged him and I got an answer. And we went back and forth and messaged that whole evening. And then finally I said, because if y'all know me, I'm not a texter. I like to talk to people. I like to hear voices, all these things. Well, I messaged him and I said, okay, I need to hear your voice because that's the only way that I'm going to know, hey, look, Francine. Hey, Francine. Hey, Julia.
Julia, you're supposed to be working right now at school.
Why are you calling the
Taking care
people
of our
out?
kids.
You're supposed to be working too and you ain't. I'm supposed to be,
that's
well, I
right.
guess I am working, so this is my thing. So, anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So I had him, I said, I want to hear your voice. And he's like, well, send me your number. And I said, no, I'm not giving you my number because you might be a creeper. And he says, okay. Kind of was. Kind of cute creeper, but anyway. So I said, he says, okay, I'll give you my number. And when you call, you can star 67. That way I don't know what your number is. So remember star 67? It was great because you could hit it. And I don't know if that, hey, Lacey.
I don't remember.
So
Getting old, I don't remember things.
he's being a turd. Y'all gotta know him. My eyebrows are gonna be all crooked because I'm yapping. So I star 67. Y'all, almost hung up on his fool when he answered the phone. Y'all want to hear what he sounded like? Hello?
Look, I'm from Santa Monica.
Hello?
We talk slow, and my accent was a little messed up from being in California and Texas, so it was all thrown into one.
Rick, you are such a turd. I'm gonna block you, crazy self. Stop it. Anyway, so he answered all twangy. He was all confused with his accent.
Oh, and you sounded normal, no accent at all.
I was totally normal. I just had Louisiana flat accent, that's all. That was everybody there, though, so that was normal. So he sounded like he might have been across from like Arkansas and Alabama, maybe a little bit of Texas, smashed in with some New Orleans, and then throw in a sprinkle of coon-ass.
And those of y'all that know Santa Monica know that everybody in Santa Monica talks slow with kind of a long drawl, running their words together.
Right. So, yes. So, anyway, we talked that whole night till about midnight, and he mentioned a couple of times on the phone that he was deaf. And, you know, he was trying to tell me he was mumbling, or I was mumbling, he couldn't hear me. And he's like, yeah, I'm deaf. I can't hear you, but I just took it as...
You gonna tell them what product you're using?
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, y'all. This is the Monobrow Light Brown with my Farmasi eyebrow brush. I'm caught up in the story. I'm sorry. Thank you for catching that.
Keeping.
So, you'll see what happens when he catches me, keeps me in line. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I have it on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why I'm getting a phone call. Oh, he mentioned he was deaf. I'm going to get past this, I promise. He mentioned he was deaf, and I just laughed it off and thought, no, dude, this is a pharmacy brush. There ain't nothing drugstore about none of this. Pharmacy is the name of the makeup. Yeah. Farmasi. I almost said C-I. What's wrong with me? I. So, went on for the week. He called me every day after work, which I thought was super cute, super sweet, because guys usually flake and they don't do that kind of thing. So,
Mr.
look,
Pate?
Mr. Pate's on. So, the day, Thanksgiving night, that's what it was. We were, I was at my parents' house, and he was in my neck of the woods. He was in Cottonport to visit his sister-in-law's family. Hey, Charlie Pate, what's up? Why are you laughing at me? So he suggested that we meet in person, and I said, well, no, you might be creepy. And he said, well, you've been talking to me all week. I said, yeah, but it's a whole difference from meeting up with somebody.
I mean, I suggested the Holiday Inn bar. I didn't see anything wrong with that.
He's so perfect.
What's up, Dusty?
Hey, look, Mr. Herring's on. So he finally talked me into meeting him at Evangeline Downs Sports Bar. Y'all's first date was No, dude. No. Your dad's funeral was shortly after our first and second date, right?
Couple weeks. About a month after.
Yeah, something like that. Couple months into it. Couple months, couple weeks. So, I get there. And if y'all know me...
What's up, Dulcie?
I am not... Hey. Whatever, Charlie Pate. Probably. Thank you for supporting Jeff. He needs all the support he can get when he lives with me.
So she wouldn't come meet me. I was like, bring your sister, bring whoever. Come on. I'm driving through. Why waste this opportunity to meet the love of your life?
Right. That's how confident he was. So, and I love that about him. I do. So,
well, for me, that was it. She didn't come meet me. I would have been over at that point.
Whatever. So he talked me into it because that's what he does. That's how we live. I panic about things. I freak out, and he talks me off the ledge and into whatever he wants me to. He's a brat. Anyway.
And for those of y'all just joining, we're telling about the story of our meeting.
She was scared, right, Dusty? I was scared. I didn't know what the heck I was coming into. I mean...
You know, just the opposite. I was the one that should have been scared.
Zip it. Anyway, so I'm using the eyeshadow primer right now. I know Dusty really wanted to know that, but I'm telling you anyway, Dusty. So if y'all know me, I grew up on a cattle ranch. I didn't trust anybody.
Bare feet and buck tooth.
Yep. He's going in the doghouse for that one. Anyway, I didn't trust anybody. I grew up the sweetest kid ever that let people walk all over me. Young and the restless are bold and beautiful. Little of both, a good mix in there. So, I walked in there. Y'all gotta know, I'm not a pushover. I used to be. So I walk in there, and I'm standing in the doorway of the bar, holding on to my purse, and I've got a can of mace on a keychain in my hand. And I'm looking around the bar trying to find this fool right here.
There was 4 people in the bar, so it wasn't that hard to
There
find.
was more than 4 people in the bar. I remember it differently, thank you. So, I walk up in the bar, and I've got my mace in my hand, and I'm looking around, and I didn't recognize him because, you see in his picture, he had all of this, right? It wasn't quite as gray. I did all of that. But he had all of this in his
I didn't have
picture.
any gray back then.
No, he was straight dark-headed. But in the bar, he had no beard at all. He was baby-faced. And so when I saw him sitting under the lights, I didn't recognize him. So I just stood there for a while looking around, thinking he wasn't there yet. And before I know it, I see this guy, and I see this motion like somebody's laughing, like, you know, they're chuckling with their shoulders. And I look a little closer, and this one is sitting there dying laughing at me because I've got a can of mace in my hand walking in a bar. I mean,
I was down at your hair. It looked like he was going to attack me.
He's trying to get stabbed. On our 14th anniversary, he's trying to get stabbed. Dusty, turn your eyes. You're not supposed to see this when I do it. I warn you.
You just told the police you're going to stab me.
Right.
Way to go.
Right. It's okay. Well, it's bound to happen eventually. So, I love him, I do. He just drives me crazy. So, anyway, I walk in the bar. I sit down at the bar. And we're chit-chatting. He finally gets me to put my purse and my mace down. And he buys me a glass of wine. You didn't see anything. I didn't think so, Dusty. So, buys me a glass of wine, and we're sitting there talking, and back to the hearing aid thing.
She thought I was lying.
No, I didn't think you were lying. I thought it was because people say that all the time. I'm deaf. I couldn't, you know, when people get older, they say they're deaf or whatever. So, I thought he was just joking over the phone. So, we're sitting there chit-chatting, and I'm never going to finish his face and makeup because I can't stop talking. But we're sitting there chit-chatting, and the black light hits the side of his head. And with these, they're different. If you can see, his hearing aid is here, and there's a line that goes into his ear. But then his hearing aids went into his ear, and there was like a little bitty clear antenna that would poke off the hearing aid. So I see this thing glowing in the light, and I'm going, what's in his ear? And I'm a picker. It's part of who I am, and it's part of what I do. Like, I'm a perfectionist. I see things, so I pick. And so I lean in, and I'm like, I watched it for a good 10 minutes, and I finally lean in, and I grab it, and I pull, and he's like, what are you doing? You're pulling my hearing aid out. And I'm going, oh, that's a hearing aid? I thought it was whatever. I thought he had, like, something on his ear. It was cleaning his ear. So anyway, we chit-chatted that evening.
I thought you were cleaning my ear.
No, I thought you had something like, you know, sometimes you get a fuzz and pull. Anyway, you women will understand. Men, maybe not. You'll see what my skin's doing, this blotchy thing. So, anyway, it was that night we stayed there till
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning, hung out. It was history ever since.
Yeah, she did, right? You know, she's always been the first one to make the move.
I'm aggressive that way, Rick. I'm a redhead. No, not my nature. But yeah, I should have been a redhead, I guess. It works for me. So, he invited me, he lived in Baton Rouge at the time, and he invited me the next weekend to go meet him in Baton Rouge. What?
No, not that night.
No, are you serious? No, not that night, Rick. So he invited me to go to meet him in Baton Rouge for our first official date. Like, that was our meeting. He wanted to take us on a date. So we go to the melting pot, and it was history ever since. Herring, you and I will debrief after this video. So
So I didn't go running that night?
he didn't go running, and he took me to, and my sister's gonna kill me for telling y'all this story, but he took me to the melting pot for our first date, and I'm using Vanilla Diamond here, by the way. Took me to the melting pot for our first date, and so when he was ready to propose, he set up, which obviously I didn't know, he called me that day and told me at work that he made reservations somewhere for us to go eat out. And it just so happened my little sister Sarah, and her at the time boyfriend, now husband Chris, were in town for whatever. And they called to see if they could come and meet us. So it totally jacked up his proposal plans. But he's
Thanks,
like,
Chris and Sarah.
he's like, sure. Hey, y'all, if y'all are hopping on, tell us hi so we know y'all are here. So they come with us, or Sarah comes with us. Chris wasn't there. I don't remember what happened with Chris. Chris wasn't there. Sarah came. And in the middle of the meal, Sarah gets horribly sick and has to go to the restroom. She stayed in the restroom most of the time. And
Made for a really romantic setting.
yes, I felt really bad for her. So finally we left and we get home and hey Valerie, how are you? We get home and Sarah either leaves or goes to, no, she left. She left. And we're sitting on the couch and I'm like full on
Wailing about being
big, bloated, chunky mama, fussing about my jeans not fitting me, and hey, Laurie, how are you?
What's up, Tom?
Oh, hey, Tom. Fussing about how bloated I am because I ate too much. And just as I unbutton my pants and flip my shirt back over my pants to let my stomach breathe, this one whips an engagement
I'll
ring.
pull this out. Say, well, I planned on doing this at the restaurant.
But your sister ruined that for us. Poor Sarah. So, yeah. He proposed on the couch as I'm being a whiner turd about being, Mama, you should be on my live. 4-year-old Jace is loving this story. Oh, shit. Hi, Megan. So, he proposes, and
The rest is history.
here we are, 14 years later, and he still puts up with my crap.
And she's still just as beautiful today as she was back then.
Thanks, minus all the... Anyway, so I thought, being usually our story was a crowd pleaser, typically, we would share that with y'all today, because every year on our anniversary we laugh about how we met and how, not to sound cheesy, but I'm gonna go there, how it was meant to be and how people are just put on this earth for you, and that's what it was for us. So
Yeah, back in the day, we're probably the only couple that met on the internet where, today it's more of a normal thing than oddity.
look, Dusty, good man.
Thank you.
He is a good man, Dusty. He really is. We get on each other's nerves, but the important part is we choose each other every day, and we choose to deal with each other. And some days he chooses to say, I gotta leave this house and I'm going to work.
So look, I had a buddy of mine that told me the perfect, perfect story. I think it's a good balance between me and I. And that, me is a little bit extra crazy and I'm a little bit extra laid back, and it just works.
We balance. We do. And we lived happily ever after the bloating and the mace and what other challenges could you have, right?
Our challenge is easy compared to dealing with raising teenagers.
Yeah, these teenagers, y'all.
Look, our viewership's dropping. We're losing interest.
Dusty, well, we just told him the end of the story, that's why. Dusty, close your ears, because this is something else you're not supposed to hear. But somebody's probably gonna die in this house before these teenagers move out of here. These people is crazy. I'm just saying. They all lost their minds. So now I'm using it's so bright right here, the middle color in the Peach Bite palette for my crease. And I didn't tell y'all the reason I was using the colors that I'm using. The 14th anniversary, the colors are white and gold. Internet just went out. Thanks, Amy. Farmasi? No, it's Farmasi, but not farmacybeauty.com. It's FARMASIUS.com/Mia Sanama.
I'll send you a link, Rick, if you want to sign up as a consultant.
Yeah, there's a men's line too.
What's up, Dean?
So, what I was telling y'all about the colors I'm using on my eyes, the 14th anniversary, you know, there's colors that they choose for each anniversary, and the 14th anniversary is white and gold. So I did a little bit of the vanilla diamond, and now I'm doing some gold. And
Ivory.
I'm gonna go with a bold lip. Hey, Karen, what's up? Ivory.
Well, ivory's fabric or something like that.
It said white, is what it told me. We must have looked at different
This color.
websites. I don't know. So, just giving you a plug. Thanks, Rick. Poor guy looks like he's about to get his mugshot done. I'm sure he feels like he's about to get his mugshot every day, Aunt Karen. You know what it's like. We're related. We're of the same blood, people. Just saying. So now I'm going to use the middle color in the 3-in-1 face palette, just for a highlighter on the brow. Oh, and I forgot something. I'm going to add some more gold. I know you're so interested in this. You are.
My next career.
Oh, thanks,
artist.
Megan. Y'all enjoy your day. You gotta go feed kids. Oh,
See you,
have
Dusty.
fun, Dusty. Thanks for hopping on and telling us hi.
See you tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh, I won't see you, but Jeffrey will. No, Hayden will. Hang on one second. Let me grab my gold eyeliner. I'm not prepared for this. You have me thrown off.
Sorry, Missy, you missed our story.
Gold.
You have to go back and watch.
Hey, Missy. She'll catch the replay. She probably already knows it. We've told it to Dex a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, Missy, how you liking your products you got? You still loving them? Nothing much in Wisconsin being a snowbird. Ooh, I'm so jealous. Okay, so now I'm going to take this gold. I'm just going to add a little bit to my bottom lash line. And I'm going to come back over with a black liner after. So anybody else have an interesting story of how you met? Don't worry, I won't make you get on FaceTime or FaceTime live. Why do I always say FaceTime for this? You want some?
No, thank you.
What do y'all think? I think he'd be cute with some. Yeah. My poor hubby. He's such a good guy.
No more conference calls now. You don't need makeup.
Hmm? No more conference calls today for you?
Yeah, so I don't need no more makeup.
Well, but we're going to put you on to start with. I think you need some. So now we have, now that that story is done, we have 2 beautiful babies that are not babies. They're teenagers. We've got, so now I'm going to use my ink liner, black. These are awesome because they don't transfer. See, check it out. You can go small lines or big lines. I'm gonna let it dry for a minute and I'll show you how they don't transfer. They're pretty awesome.
We're taking our kids out to dinner for our anniversary special.
So, yeah, we felt guilty because it was a weeknight, leaving them home. We could have, and, you know, I've got my nephew living here, so he'd have been fine with staying with him, but we figured we'd take them. We always do something on our own, so figured this time we would be nice and include them. But I don't know, where are we going?
I don't know.
Did we decide?
Pizza Hut.
I just had water on my hands, that's dumb. You know, we'll
No.
probably have to do something that they enjoy eating.
Now, for the guys that are still out there watching, I've been using the Farmasi face products, and you can see how glowing my face is.
See, this does not transfer. Yes,
They
his
even
face is
said
glowing.
my lines up here fading away.
They are. All his worries that I give him all the time, they're fading away
No, it's
slowly.
the gray hair you give me all the time.
Well, I give you that too. I could cover that too, but you won't let me.
No, they need product in the wash in to get rid of the gray.
No, that would be just for men, and we don't condone that. Sorry. Nope, nope. So, now I'm going to get real close on my lash line. Sorry if I get too close to the camera and freak y'all out. It's starting to look a little scary. So close.
Yeah, Amy, we only got a few more years before them kiddos go off, so we gotta include them in everything we can.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dean.
Thanks for
Be
popping
careful
in.
driving back.
So now I'm just going on my lash line. I'm gonna bore my husband to death.
Just watching the transformation of her.
He watches this and he laughs. He shakes his head. He's like, all the stuff you women do. Yeah, doesn't it make, well, yeah, Amy's got one that just turned 21. So she knows all about that. So now I'm just going to go in the outside corners and connect those. Hey, if you're still hanging with us, chat with us.
I'm
What
gonna
y'all
refill
got
my
going on?
coffee.
Oh,
I'll
you
be right
wanna
back.
refill your coffee? I think he's running away, y'all. I think he's running. So I'm gonna sit in the center. Look how red I am. So now I know I showed y'all this. Y'all have to excuse my skin. I am so blotchy and sinusy today. It's ridiculous. Now I'm gonna use my crazy awesome double lash extend, our little 2-in-1 mascara. So we've got, gives you volume and length. And yesterday I demoed it with length first and then volume. And I saw one of our leaders, Lacey, yesterday demo it with the volume first and then the length. So I want to try it her way and see if it makes a difference. So if y'all weren't on yesterday or didn't get to see my video, this is the wand. It's one wand, but it acts like two brushes. So the top part is the length. So when you unscrew that one, watch how the brush comes out. I don't know if you can see. Can you see how the brush kind of, or the wand kind of squeegees the product off of the brush? So we've got, this is our length brush, and then when you pop it back in the tube, it adds all the extra goodness that you need to get some volume going. Pretty cool, right? So there are a lot of women, including myself, that before this mascara, I was using 2 mascaras because I have no eyelashes, as you can see. My poor little eyelashes are so sparse and sad. So I'm going to use, I'll show you the difference. I'm going to use the volume first. So what is today? Today is hump day. What does everybody have planned for the weekend? Do we have weekend plans yet? Or are we just kind of sailing? Okay, look at that, y'all. That's just the volume coat. That wasn't even length. Look at the difference. This one mascara is $22.90 versus my 2 that I was using, which still are Farmasi mascaras and they are not expensive, but still beats having to crowd up your makeup bag. I mean, look at that. Can y'all not see the huge difference between those 2? This mascara is a serious force to be reckoned with on mascaras. That's a long pour of coffee there, Jeffrey. He loves me. I'm calling him out on social media. So, there's volume. So now I'm going to go length. I mean, I don't think my eye can handle much more length. Look, it's already touching. Ah, here he comes. He's back. Say hello. That's what I thought, Amy. Pretty awesome, huh?
What a mess.
I'm using on your mascara. No mascara, mascara.
That's crazy how that does that.
You'll see? I got like butterfly wings now on my eyes.
Looks like you got them extensions on.
Right? Without the cost of the maintenance of extensions and the allergy problems, and I just put some on my cheek. Yikes. So, Miss Amy, what did y'all do for Kylie's birthday? Here I go again, volume, y'all. Who else is on? Tell me hi. Let's chit chat. Jeffrey doesn't believe that I can have people on here chit chatting with me.
Well, you know, from all the video conferences we've had to done through this COVID stuff, it's just got used to the face-to-face interaction on the video conference.
No, I know. I wish that Facebook would, look at that, y'all. I wish that, I guess there is a, you know, you can do Facebook Live with 2 different people, but I think, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's max now. Ah, dang it. No sweat. Let it dry.
Bring something else in soon.
Mm-hmm. So, Rick mentioned, oh Lord, I walked away for a few minutes and told him not to touch anything. He was about to print y'all.
He likes you so much, huh?
He does. He's a cute little guy. Went to dinner and came back and had cake and, oh, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Did she like her gifts? I know you, when you were watching my live the other day, you said you were shopping for her gifts with your list. Okay, let me find my, oh, okay. So, see how I made a boo-boo right there? If you have one of these, not the one from your mascara wand full of mascara, hear me out. A dry, clean one. Get in there and let it dry. And I'm just smudging it. And flick it off. I didn't let it dry enough, people. Not good. She's so rotten. Again, we only have them for so long.
All
We're
over
not
kids.
responsible for them anymore. Let them be rotten. As long as they don't act rotten, that's all that matters. I'm just getting the clumps out of my eyelashes. That's all I'm doing, in case y'all are wondering. Now y'all are dropping off like flies. I'm done with our story of how we met, and y'all lost interest on me. Ooh, I'm gonna cry. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Good for a laugh.
Right? So now, after I wipe this eyeliner off my hand, I'm gonna take some VFX Pro and cover up these little red blotches on my face on top of the matte. It's a good thing about these foundations is even though they have different finishes, you can still layer them on top of one another and they don't look crusty or thick.
Before watching these, I never knew you took a liquid base on the brush to spray it.
You've seen me do my makeup a million times.
Wow. Paying attention and watching two different things.
Oh, okay. You want some?
No.
Yeah, I mean, we could match him.
I was Brandy.
Could do a bare face on him and go to town. What y'all think? Give him a nice new look for his anniversary. Hey, Brandy, what's up, girl? I've also learned if I'm trying to, especially with I knew that about oh look, Brandy said, hey Jeff. I knew that about my concealer, but I just started doing this with my foundation. Like when I want to place my color and I have certain areas that I'm trying to cover, like that red spot, if you just dab it in place and place it in the pores and let it sit, and then come back and set it with powder, it works so much better. Hey, Miss Courtney. What's up, lady? So do y'all have any questions on any of the makeup? You need to come over from Makeover Girl. Let me know when.
I can hook you up.
We'll get Jeff on the case. I'll let him pick your colors. What do you think? That would be an interesting makeover. He does pretty good though. Some days I'm kind of bored with my colors, and so I ask him, what color should I do?
I picked out most of your clothes for
Yeah, he did.
the first 7 years.
He did. Are you hearing somebody outside?
I am.
Who came over? I love y'all, but we didn't invite y'all. What's going on? Who's at my house? So look at that coverage. Okay, don't look at my neck because I didn't put it there, but look at the coverage. Pretty crazy, huh? And my light is really, really bright today. She said that would be fun. She'll let you do it.
All right.
Hang on just a second, y'all. Let me light lower some of these lights. They're really, really bright. I feel like I'm getting a sunburn. Jeez. I keep dropping this thing. Is that better? A lot easier to see, huh? Okay, so now I've got my VFX Pro. I used my Stay Matte just because I was really red and sinusy today. I needed the extra coverage, so then I came back with VFX Pro. Foundation. I got mono powder on my eyes, on my eyebrows, light brown. Then I have eyeshadow primer, Golden Shot Cream Shadow. Then I came back much better. Y'all tell me if my light is bad, because sometimes I go to town and I don't realize it's bad.
I think it's still intense.
Yeah, probably. So I had Golden Shot here. I came back with the middle color of the Peach Bite palette, and then up here I did the 3-in-1 face palette, the lightest color. And then gold metallic eyeliner with the ink liner in black on top, and our new Extend Lash mascara. So now, look, Mr. Dustin Guitros is on. What's up, dude? So now I'm gonna grab my concealer, wherever I may have dropped that sucker. Yeah, that's me. And I'm gonna do some painting on my face. It's gonna look like some tribal art for a minute, so y'all bear with me. So I'll do a triangle down here. Can y'all see, or is the light still bright?
That's too bright.
Dang it.
Hold on.
Better? No? Sorry, y'all, I'm trying. Who else is on? Tell me hi. Or tell us hi. I get Jeff sitting next to me. My little patient husband.
Just waiting to see transformation.
He wins an award for the most patient husband ever. He really does. So, still too bright, Amy? Dang it. I know, he is sweet. That's why I keep him around, Shannon. You see? I'm fighting. Ooh, now he's gonna blow me way out with some color.
Yeah, different color.
Oh, let's try that. See? Is that better, y'all?
That's better.
Yay, good job, Jeffy.
Well,
Ooh.
sit back.
Y'all see my tribal art? It's cute, huh?
That's how I typically like it best. A little more barrack looking.
Yeah. You like those colors? Just like that? Where's my... Marley Simone was in my brushes again.
I'm sorry, I got you distracted.
No, Marley was in my brushes. Little mess. I don't know where she put my foundation brushes. Okay. Is that better, Amy? So now I'm just gonna dab in my concealer. Try to blend those lines in. So you want to leave a bright under your eye, a bright color. A brighter color. Why can't I talk, y'all? He's got me all flustered right here. A brighter color under your eye to keep it awake looking. And we'll blend all this white in just a minute when we put our blush. I usually use my foundation brush, but my third child used it and didn't put it back. I love her, I do. She's a moody little somebody. Hey Melanie, what's up, girly girl? That's the location. So for those of y'all who don't know, we have cousins. Well, my dad has cousins, which then makes them my cousins, that live in Ville Platte. And since we were kids, we referred to the whole group of them as the Ville Platians. It's just a nickname we had for them. What? He's laughing at me. Hey Adam, what's up, dude? Gonna need to paint by number to come with my new Okay, fine. I'll draw you a diagram. I used to do that when I taught, so I can do it for you too, Brandy. It's fine.
And Brandy, I won't do it. You'll end up looking like a clown.
But it would be fun. It would be a fun way to have a glass of wine. I'll have one, and then let Jeff do your makeup. Notice I'm letting him do your makeup and not mine. You're welcome. So now, she said, yep. So now I am going to, I got new blushes yesterday. I'm going to use I think I'm going to use my terracottas. It's too pink. These are so pretty if y'all hadn't seen them. So these are blushes, but they're terracotta blushes. And the difference that I found between a terracotta blush and the normal blushes is they don't look very sheer in the compact, but once you put them on, it's a very sheer color. I can't see. Dang it. I hate that my lighting is crazy. It'll wash off, right? Yes, it will. So that was number 17 that I just showed you. I'm trying to find the right one. It looks really bronzy, but it's really intriguing to me. Do you think I should try it?
Do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Got my foofy brush. And my terracotta number 8. Y'all can't laugh at me if I come out looking like I have coffee beans on my cheeks. So I'm going to use this one to go up underneath my cheekbone in case it's too dark. Then I'll just say I meant to do that, and it looks like ooh, it's very dark. Looks like a contour brown. We gonna contour, boo. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. So if you go with your darker color up underneath your cheekbone, ooh, and then you come back. Is he learning how to apply his makeup for the night? Well, actually, Melanie, yes, he is. But he's on because it's our 14th anniversary, and we decided we were going to tell everybody our story of how we met because it's a funny one. And so I'm just making him sit through, or not making him, but he's being so sweet and sitting. He is.
You have to go back to the beginning to hear the story.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go with a lighter one up on top and then bright on my cheekbones, just because it aids the light in bouncing in the right directions. So darker creates a shadow, lighter draws the eye in and diffuses, and bright draws the eye in and pops. If that makes any sense. So this is number 14. I'm just showing y'all as I go. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. Oh my God. Well, this is what happens in this house, Brandy. You've been in this house enough to know the dynamic here, okay?
I don't know if she'll blend it in. That'll look perfect.
I'll blend it in. It's going to be okay. So this is number 16. It's not quite as pink, but I think it'll work. Let's try it. And if it doesn't, I'll show you how to fix a boo-boo. How about that? Ooh, it's really pretty shimmery bronzy. Ooh, glass cheek there, buddy. So I'm going in circular motions to get, and don't worry, I'm gonna fix this situation. I'm just getting those two lines to marry together, and I'm scaring the bejesus out of my husband at the same time. And probably y'all too. Y'all are sitting here, if anybody's hopping on just now and looking and going, what the heck? This girl's trying to do some blush and she has no idea. Okay, so now I'm gonna take an actual blush for the apples of my cheeks, as my creepy man, Uncle Carl, said when he got on the other day. Okay, so I used this one on a friend of mine yesterday. It's called Love Letter. It looks really dark, but it's really pretty on.
Well, first you had me confused because you have a real Uncle Carl.
I do have a real Uncle Carl, and y'all, I'm not talking about my real Uncle Carl. Thank you, Melanie. See how pretty and rosy that is on the cheeks? Okay, this is how I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna take my floofy powder brush, and I'm going to grab some terracotta porcelain powder, which is our finishing powder.
Some more?
Terracotta porcelain powder. So it's a finishing powder that gives you a porcelain finish on your face. It sets your makeup and holds things in place, as well as helps to blur those pores even more. So I'm really, really loading it up with product. I can get the product to come on the brush. Come on, come on. And now I'm gonna go in. Hey, look, Bratty Boy's on. Who is that? Sean Connery in the background? Yes, it is. What do you think, Brad? He came hang out with me today to do makeup. What you think about all that? Pretty awesome dude I married, huh? And now I'm
preparing for my next career.
Now I'm gonna grab just a regular old makeup sponge, and I'm just lightly rubbing at it just to kind of get some of it off. It really looks shinier right on the light than it really is.
You gotta like brightens it up quite a bit.
I think it's pretty though. Okay, so more of this. Hey, Miss Manda Tingle, what's up, lady? So I'm just sealing in all my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back with that same blush that I used. Hey, Amy. Look, Jeff's looking like a stud, she said.
Thank you.
That's Sean Connery, according to Brad here. I think he's pretty cute. I might keep him. I kept him for 14 years. What's another 14? I've got two 14s. Why did I do that?
Uh-oh, mislabel.
It's okay. No, 14. 14. I got an extra. So what you doing, Amy? What you eating for lunch, girl? What you doing? What's happening? So I'm gonna take some of this 14 and I'm gonna hit my hairline with it. He is a patient gentleman, Amy. You know he has to be to live with me.
I only do this for anniversary. This isn't my normal daily routine.
He loves watching me get dressed up. He sits on the counter all the time with this dreamy look on his face, just like this. Yeah, I think
Perfect.
pretty plain and simple, right? But now I'm gonna do a red lip because I want to.
Matches the shirt.
How do you feel about a red lip, honey? You like a red lip?
Perfect.
He likes red lips. So who else is on? I know Amy's on. And not that I'm bored with Amy. I enjoy talking to Amy, but who else is still here? Yes, I got some fall decorations. They were the ones that were in my kitchen, and I wanted to make the background festive, so I brought them into the living room. I'm telling on myself.
Most of that was from our
For my little market, yeah. Those are made by our little friends,
Kid market.
the Denny's, yeah, down the street, our little buddies. So I'm gonna take some concealer. You ain't got crap for lunch. You better go to McDonald's. So I'm taking my concealer, and I'm gonna freak y'all out with this. Just bear with me. I'm putting concealer all over my lips because with a red lipstick,
I'm just watching.
look at my husband's face. With a red lipstick especially, it will bleed like nobody's business. So if you put concealer and blur the lines with the concealer, fill in
Bleed
your,
into your makeup.
you fill in the fine lines with your concealer. I can't leave girl teachers now. Oh, I forget. Oh, y'all don't have a vending machine or a lunchroom or something? Jeez, that's kind of harsh. You forget your lunch, you can't eat. That's nonsense. You gotta be teaching people. Okay, that and the concealer will help to pop the color of my red, and it'll help to keep my lipstick in general on. So I'm gonna use liner 207, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna stay inside the lines of my lips just because I feel like the further I go out, the further mine wants to bleed. You want some, honey? Yeah, Brooklyn. Come talk to me, sister. You would love doing this, and you'd be so good at it. No kids, no lunchroom. I forget, y'all are virtual right now. How y'all like this little friend that graced me with his presence this morning? Trying to irritate me. And I'm trying to cover him and put red lipstick right next to him. And the other thing about putting concealer on before your lipstick is it keeps your lines fresh and sharp.
Finish it off.
He's getting impatient. I think he's getting hungry for lunch. Right, Jeffrey? Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to color in my lip with my lip liner. It'll just help keep the depth of the color and keep your lipstick on. So there's lip liner. Okay, and now I am going to mix, just because I feel like it, the Intense Burn Baby red and the Intense Instigator. I love Jeff so much. Not many men would sit with their girl. I love him too. He's kind of cool. I might keep him. He's the bestest.
Thank you, Amy.
He's the bestest. He is. No. Somebody's probably texting me from work going, are you still doing your makeup with your wife?
Yep.
What do y'all think?
Beautiful.
Y'all like the red?
It's striking.
I think I might deepen it up with some red loaf. Just because. See how it just adds a little bit of depth because it's got that matte finish? It's going to help keep it on too.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that comment.
Thanks, Amy. Okay, so there we have it. And then I'm going to spray with my Time Locker spray. And then I will leave you good folks alone. Why is he scared like I'm hitting him with some mace? This is not the can of mace I had in my hands when we met. I'm just telling y'all.
Never know.
Yeah, I think, man, that light is really harsh.
Thank y'all.
Y'all have a great day. Thanks for hopping on and chatting with us. I know the ending of that was not as entertaining as the beginning. Because Sean
your fault,
Connery
not
right here.
mine.
He's gonna get hurt. Anyway, because Sean Connery right here was telling the stories and such and keeping people entertained. And it's so much more interesting to see a guy on a makeup video than a girl because, you know, it's different. So anyway, y'all have a good day, good week. I'll be hopping on tomorrow to do something. I'm not sure what.
Peace out.
Peace out, people. Love
There
y'all.
she is.